taking a look at one of the two new creatures in Sonaria. So, it took me a while, but I ended up borrowing them both, so here's one of them, and I'll be doing the other one in a separate video, because it's so much to say about them both. So we're gonna begin with the Therokis, as it's called, Therokis. I'm just gonna call it a Thero, because that's easy to pronounce, even though Therokis is also really easy. It, at age 100, has the stats of 1500 health, 140 stamina, 18 speed, 85 damage, 50 appetite, and 5 bleed. Mine happens to have 5 mutations. I guess they all do. I don't know how the mutations work, but 2 out of 3 in night vision, 2 out of 5 and in tier. Its diet is a herbivore, and it's a male. That's what I chose. So, it's, to begin with, crazy. What you have to do to unlock it is quite a lot. You need like 60 creatures, and yeah, that's it. 60 creatures and at least like 1k mushies, and then you wanna hope you get this one out of the two. Or if you want the other one, which is also really cool, then same goes for that. You just want to hope for that. And yeah, it's pretty simple. So, to the stuff about the creature. Well, it's a herbivore, as we know. It gets hungry really quickly, though. It's something I noticed playing around with it a little as I was growing it. It gets hungry a little bit quick, but it is okay. Because its stats kind of makes up for it, so it makes sense. It's not the greatest at obviously attacking players with, because it does not have a lot of health. It will go oof quick. And what else you can do, I would say, is we should take a look at its other like stuff. So sitting animation is this. We're gonna go ahead and do laying animation, which is this. Pretty cool one. And then if we get up, we're gonna go ahead and listen to these 4 calls. Interesting. Number 2. That one was a lot shorter than the first one. Wow, number 3 was very cool. And then that's number 4. They sound amazing. They do. I have to say, I do enjoy them. Something though, we haven't checked yet. I don't even know what it looks like. Is the nest. Okay, yeah, it's quite alright size. Makes sense for what this is. Get rid of that nest real quick. And so this is the default colors, by the way. I haven't done I haven't messed around with any of the colors, because I'm not the greatest at coloring, and I didn't see the point in doing it, so I just thought I'll stick to the defaults. And so this is the default. It's really nice. And so yeah, well, let's take a look at the aggro. I don't even think it does anything. I don't know about cower. Alright, what about graze? I don't think that does anything either. How about we do the usability? It doesn't really have one. So a lot of creatures don't have abilities, and the ones that do, is quite a few of them. But either way, it's still a unique, cool, limited creature. It's, I would say, a form of dinosaur by the looks of things. It's like, it comes from the same gacha. It's the limited like dinosaur gacha, and it is interesting to say the least. I first saw this and I thought it looks like a turkey, a little bit. Like, you can tell the resemblance, and I mean it does, and it's a good thing, because it's funny. But ultimately, should you actually try to get one of these? Like, is it worth the grind to get all those creatures you need just so you can unlock the gacha? I mean, in a way, no, but also in a way, yes. It depends, really. Do you play this a lot? Do you not play this a lot? because it ultimately comes down to that. Because the more you play, the more creatures you're gonna have, because you've been opening a lot more gachas, and then obviously it'll make sense. But like if you're like me, who you don't have that much time to play, like you have the time to play the game, but like not not to the extent of like hours upon hours upon hours, then yeah, that's where it's gonna be a bit difficult to do things like grinding and stuff, because it takes a while. I can tell you, from my own experience. I mean, I've been doing this for since this update came out. Basically, I've been grinding for the mushrooms to open gachas, as I was a couple of creatures short, and then after that, I need mushrooms to get the creature itself, and I haven't done that. So at least a friend of mine was nice enough to let me borrow both of the creatures because they have them, and so that's where I am at this point. I've borrowed both. I will be giving them back, of course. I am that nice. I'm not gonna steal them, obviously. But yes, I got to borrow these, and this is one of them, and you'll see the other one in another video. But this is the amazing creature. I do think it's really beautiful, and I mean, what the way I say it's beautiful is it's the patterns on the back, those lines. It's a pretty unique pattern. I like it, and I like how the theme of the default theme, it kind of like goes all over the whole dragon. So dragon, I mean creature, and like, you can tell how the details on some of these things, like the the wings. I mean the tail. It's got a very bunch of detail here, as you can tell. It's really cool. I like that they did put a lot of detail into it. I personally love the creature, and I think I've said what there is to say about it, to be honest. Like, I've shown you the stats, and I've shown you how it does in terms of stuff. It's not good at fighting, as you probably could imagine. It does 85, as I showed with yeeting my nest. Look at that. Okay, for some reason I can't attack it. There we go. Yeah, there you go. 85. You see, it's not that strong, but then again, that makes sense because it's a herbivore, and herbivores are not meant to be strong. Like, the only strong herbivore that I think the only strong one is a Grammos, if I'm not wrong, and I mean, even that, it's not like that strong either. So again, I wouldn't suggest going to the desert if you're one of these. I would say stay away from the desert as much as possible, because in the desert is where all the Kens are, and those are crazy. But to round this video off, I would say, I would say, I would rate this beauty. I would say, based on looks, I would say it's 6 out of 10, and then based on the stats themselves, I'd say the stats are a 4 out of 10. They're not the worst, they're not the greatest, they're like somewhere there in the middle-ish, and that's pretty fine, I would say. I think it's good. It's good. We have plenty of strong creatures, so it was about time they brought out some in the middle creatures, and that's good. We need that variety, and that's a good thing that he did. So with all that madness said, I thank you all for watching my amazing video. I hope you had a lot of fun. I know I did, and thank you a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye. But don't forget to subscribe and like, because those two things are amazing. And with that said, bye bye.